I'm at one of the polling stations here in Almaty, where voters are taking part in a nationwide referendum on a new draft constitution. People here are being asked a single question: do they approve the country's new basic law? The text of the proposed constitution was published in the media on February 12th. Across Kazakhstan, about 12.5 million people are eligible to vote. In total, more than 10,000 polling stations are operating across the country. Authorities say about $42 million was allocated to organize the referendum. The proposed constitution would bring significant changes to the country's political system. One of the key proposals is to replace the current two-chamber parliament with a single-chamber body called the Kurultai. It would have 145 members elected for 5-year terms through party lists. The draft also expands presidential powers. Under the proposal, the president would be able to appoint the prosecutor general, the heads of the constitutional and supreme courts, the governor of the National Bank, and the chief of the National Security Committee without parliamentary approval, which is currently required. The document also introduces the position of vice president. This person would be appointed by the president with the consent of the Kurultai and would serve as acting head of state if the president leaves office early or dies. The draft also revises the section on human rights and freedoms. Marriage is defined as a voluntary union between a man and woman registered by the state. Human rights advocates say this wording excludes alternative unions. In total, the reform is significant. According to its supporters, about 84% of the current constitution would be revised, affecting most areas of the country's political and legal system. This is the 5th nationwide referendum in the history of independent Kazakhstan. Previous votes were held in different years and covered issues ranging from extending presidential powers to constitutional amendments and the construction of a nuclear power plant. And if the constitution is approved, it could come into force on July 1st and the current parliament would be dissolved. Fariza Kalimurzana, Almaty, A News.